Texas City Fire Department has identified the need to establish an incident safety officer program at the company level. In the last 12 months, we've had 3 serious injuries to our personnel on fire incidents. It has been determined by the department and the Firefighters Association that these incidents possibly could have been prevented if we had an incident safety officer on scene. An incident safety officer program is also required by NFPA 1500. It trains personnel to manage the safety of emergency incidents by identifying hazards, implementing risk management, and ensuring compliance with regulations. These programs equip officers with the skills to perform duties like monitoring incident scenes, providing safety briefings, conducting accident regulations, and communicating risks with the incident commander. Training program will cover the Incident Command System, ICS, all NFPA standards, including NFPA 1521, which is the professional qualifications for safety officers, risk and hazard assessment, operational procedures, safety briefing, and post-incident procedures. Texas City Fire Department has 10 officers, and to ensure that we have consistent training across the board and always have an individual available to be the incident safety officer, it is recommended that we put all 10 officers through this course. While we would like to get this done efficiently as possible, we cannot have all our officers off at the same time, as we still have a need to keep staffing levels up. So it is recommended we split the officers into 2 groups of 5 and send them to 2 separate classes. This will increase our overtime needs and costs initially, but also decrease some of our costs, such as the textbooks, because we can only buy 5 of them, and then they can be shared with the next class, also be kept within our library of the department and used for any future classes. All the costs and associated items are shown in the attached budget. The cost of having one of our individuals seriously injured can be extremely high to the department. Not only do we lose personnel, which in itself is our greatest concern, and their health and them returning to work trumps all other concerns, but it also has a huge cost of having overtime to fill that spot while the individual is out. There is also costs for insurance, rehabilitation, and anything else that may be needed for the individual when they come back, such as braces or other items. These costs by themselves for one individual can far outweigh the cost of putting all of our officers through the class, let alone having 3 individuals within the last 12 months injured. Those costs for the injuries alone far outweigh the cost of the initial putting through of our officers in this class and the cost of keeping up the certifications, which are minimal once the class has been completed, as we will subscribe to a program online for continuing education. And we also, again, still have the textbooks, so future officers that need the training will already have the book and will keep our costs lower. It is recommended that if we have individuals to go, we budget for 2 personnel a year to go. This will keep the cost of the class down, as well as keep the cost of overtime down, as we will budget just for 2 overtime officers at the captain rate, not 4 officers at that rate. Also, in addition to getting our individuals trained and helping out to make sure that individuals are not injured by having an incident safety officer on scene, we also will be compliant with NFPA 1500, which helps the department's ISO rating and in turn lowers the cost of such things as insurance for the public in addition to that, it also allows our department to better serve the public by not only having an incident safety officer there to keep the surroundings safe for our personnel and the other individuals around an incident, but it also allows us to keep our personnel in service for the public, which is what our job is to serve the public and do it to the best of our ability. And I believe that putting these individuals through the class will allow us to be a stronger department and our officers to perform their jobs to the highest possible standard.